Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3, and we're going to show off what I've done. So I got everyone into the 14-15 range. Everyone's pretty close to 15 at this rate. I did this because I checked my last playthrough, and in the last fight my people were like 16. So I really don't need to get that far up. So 14, I figured, was pretty good for minimum. So let's go ahead and show off what everyone's got. So, Mercenaries got Blaze 2, Slow 2, Resist 1, Hagane, Sleep, Soul Steal, Attack. Let's see. A lot of people learned some new spells. Noon has Freeze 3, Spark 2, Soul Steal, Wendigo 2. Khan has Heal 4, Support 2, Slow 1. Irene, Heal 4, Tornado 3, Resist 2. Grace, Heal 4, Antidote 2, Aura 2, Thanatos 2, and I'm pretty much just going to be keeping the Mitra Ankh on her. I don't need the other Ankh. I actually believe I sold it, so I don't, like, the regen 4 HP a turn is nice, but at this point I'm fine. Massacre and Blaze 4, Spark 3, Tiamat 2. Symbios, Igress, and Spark 3. So, that's it. I'm pretty sure I've got everyone up to level 3 with their primary weapon. I think I got Symbios up to like rank 2. Maybe just rank 1 with daggers. I think it may just be rank 1. And then he's got the second ability that comes from the knife. I also did not get many friendships updated because by the time I always do that. By the time I got to the stages where I could kill things in 2 hits, it was very hard for me to actually plan. Like the Heroes test is great for power leveling, but not really good for friendships unless you give them the weakest weapon possible. Like it's like I'd kill everything in 1 hit until like the last 2 floors, and I'm not gonna power level or power friendships on the last floor. That's just a whole lot of me getting killed is what that is. So I didn't do that. We did build up some of the friendships back, but Eldar's not to where she was before her string of deaths, anything like that. But since I haven't had too many actual deaths, I'm not actually worried about friendships as much this playthrough. It is a very strong mechanic if used properly, but it's also something I'm really just not all that concerned about. Alright, so we have space over here. I think this is where we actually need to go, yes. Are you by chance Lord Symbios of Flagard? Who are you? You're indeed Lord Symbios, and Duke Palsis is with you. The Imperial Army has taken control of Aspia Castle. If you go there, you will be trapped like rats. Well, why is it always rats? I guess Mousetrap is where it comes from? I don't know. When the Imperial Army raided the castle, we managed to sneak out in the chaos, then we hid in the ruins. Have you seen Algernon, son of Tristus? If I remember correctly, the commander of the Imperial Army, Prince Erewhon, kept him nearby. Well, good to know. Seems Algernon is being held hostage to keep the Mallory army at bay. That way they can take out the Republican armies one at a time. An ingenious plan. In that case, we have no choice but to battle the Empire and the Titan by ourselves. Yeah, it seems so, but wait. If we play our cards right, we may be able to make the Titan work in our favor. Now that Basanda's staff no longer controlling it, the Titan doesn't care about the Empire or the Republic. Maybe we can take advantage of that, and have it attack everyone! Go on a murderous rampage! As I recall, there's passage somewhere around here that leads to the stone bridge. If you take those stairs down and follow the path, you can get to the bridge. But do you think you can defeat the Imperial Army? With the help of Basanda's clue, we may have an opportunity to win this battle. Let's go, Symbios. Alright, so go Obviously, we don't need to go that way, but... yeah, you do that. You're probably not gonna do too well, but... And there's Finding! He gets released. I recognize you. Yes, I was in the prison in Mallory Castle. I'm Finding. Lord Tristus has been freed, and he knows Wilmer has been defeated. That means Lord Tristus may attempt to retake Aspia, even if it means sacrificing Algernon's life. Ooh, plot twist! That's why I came to ask you for your help. He's already made his decision, he's trying to find a way to implement it. Well, how about we go back and talk to him? Because, I mean, you know, he is our brother-in-law. Came to Aspia on behalf of Lord Tristus. What the hell is that thing in the mound? Oh, that'd just be the Titan. The Titan really does exist. I didn't just see it, I was attacked by it. What's even stranger is the Imperial army is split, half on either side of the moat. That's even better for us. Yes! An army divided. No. Words. I figured it'd be safe as long as I stayed at the center of the bridge, so I was hovering around there for a while. And then, what did you say? What do you mean, better for us? Oh, we're gonna fight that thing. The Titan doesn't react very quickly. We may have a chance to defeat it. I'm not sure what you're planning, but I have a message for you from Lord Tristus. He wishes to have a military strategy meeting with Lord Symbiosis and his army in regards to retaking Aspia. I'd like you to meet him in the Mallory Castle as soon as possible. So, yeah, we're gonna go back and... He wants us to return to Mallory right away, even though I was just there. If we don't get back soon, Lord Tristus may abandon Algernon and advance his army. Yeah, let's go. Knowing him, Lord Tristus may decide he can't leave things up to us and will not wait long. And you agree to go? I'm done here. I'll hurry back to Lord Tristus and let him know you're headed to Mallory. And I'll avoid being attacked by a Titan while in the process. Alright. We must return to Mallory at once. So, we get to go back to Mallory. Finding doesn't join us yet, but he will. He will. And he is the last person to join us. Well, officially, we get to hire mercenaries, which I think is really neat. But I also think it's kind of disappointing because it means... Like, the mercenaries are kind of a supplement to where if you didn't find all of the hidden characters. But... looking at it as like, if you found all the hidden characters, there really shouldn't be any need for a mercenary. But the problem is, like, we don't get a secondary... Like, we don't get a second main healer. All of the other healers we get are monks, who are really just secondary healers. Like, Shining Force 2, you got Sarah, and then you also got Freya, the vicar. But, you know, most people promoted Sarah to Master Monk anyway, and then you had, you know, the other... you know, monks. You could have 3 of them. And then Karna was a secondary as well that you could level up as either a vicar or a master monk. So the number of playable characters in Shining Force 3, mostly I think it's because they split it up amongst 3 scenarios. So they came up with a ton of characters, but you only get a small handful per scenario. But I always felt that if you were going to have a full roster, you shouldn't need the mercenaries. And there's our sister Margaret. I'm relieved you have returned unharmed, Symbiosis. From the moment I was told of your journey, I've been very worried. Lady Margaret, please feel at ease. Your brother has proven himself in battle and has become a great general. No, I can never feel at ease with Symbiosis being so reckless, like going to Aspia all by himself. You know, death wish. I get it from Dad. I appreciate your intention to rescue Algernon. Even so, following Father's death in Flagard, I can't bear to lose my little brother too. Oh, so she's the older sister. Okay. What Margaret is trying to say is your father, Lord Conrad, was not the kind of man to take uncalculated risks. Yes, he was! If it were me, that would be one thing, but Margaret can't bear the thought of something happening to her brother. Oh, I'm just her husband, but she doesn't care if something happens to me. If her brother dies, however... However, if Duke Palsos, Lord Conrad's trusted advisor, travels with you, you must have some chance of success. To be honest, in this situation, there really is no other choice. So... Many important lords and generals of the Republic have been defeated or betrayed. This seems like the only option. According to finding, Aspia Castle is occupied by the Imperial Army with soldiers on both sides of the moat, and a giant robot. And now that the Bullsome Sect is involved, the Titan patrols the moat. In this dire situation, there's any hope of regaining control of that stout castle? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna fly in, you know, do our thing. Also, the great concern is the safety of Master Algernon. So I should advance my army into Aspia, endangering the Oh, should I advance my army into Aspia? No. No, just wait for us. No matter how brave the Mallory army may be, against the Imperial army and the Titan there would be little hope. I would not consider it wise for you to advance your army and risk your son's life for a hopeless cause. If that's so, what should we do? Or are you saying that it's impossible to regain control of Aspia? No. I have a plan. While we were in the ruins, Palsos spoke of implementing the... Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, we're just gonna have the Titan attack everybody. Murderous rampage, chaos everywhere. Without Basanda and her staff controlling the Titan, we understand it will attack both Imperial and Republic troops. This would appear to be corroborated by the information finding shared with us. To avoid being attacked by the Titan, the Imperial army is split, half on either side of the moat. So, we're just going to draw them onto the moat and have everyone get attacked. The Titan views everyone as enemies, but we still must defeat both it and the Imperials. The Titan appears when people cross the moat on the stone bridge. We can take advantage of that. So we're just going to hang out when the Titan shows up. Using the Titan to defeat the Imperial army, how can we pull that off? The Titan is slow enough that if we pretend to rescue Algernon, we can lure the Imperial units onto the bridge. Alright, so that's how we could take out the Imperial troops. And when the Horde thing appears, it will not only attack the Imperials, but you as well. Yeah, that's kind of the Achilles heel of this plan. We use water to defeat the Titan. Yeah, what do you... No one has a water spell. We have ice. We have blizzard. Will that work? We will send a second battalion to open the spillway on the dam. The force of the water will destroy the Titan and the moat. Even the Titan can't withstand the immense force of the water when it's released from the dam. What about the decoys? They can hide behind the wall of the bridge, but how will they know when the water's been released? We'll send a smoke signal. Yes, flares! Totally use flares. We have flares. There's another Imperial unit on the way, but they're still far south of Storch. I recommend we hurry, Lord Tristus. I entrust you with the future of our Republic, Lord Symbios. Wrest control of fair Aspia from those Imperial swine. I know quite a lot about the dam, so I'll guide you to it. Finding the Bird Knight joins the force. Leave the release of the dam and the smoke signal to me. So he's going to be in charge of the second group. And then I think there's... Oh, I think we already got it. There was a... Pretty sure there was a room with treasure in it that we couldn't get into, but at this point I don't really think it's worthwhile, because I'm pretty sure it was only money. Because I want to say we got all of the actual important treasures. So, alright, we're going to go, we're going to look at finding. I'm going to need to do some crafting off screen to get him his equipment, because he doesn't have it. But let's go ahead and take a look at finding, shall we? No, he's not here, because he's not in our party, because he will be in the other party. And then we're going to see if I can go ahead and recruit the mercenary so that we can have the full battalion there and not have to worry about coming back here once we deal with that. Alright, so, finding is our last party member. Finding the Bird Knight. Let's see, starts off level 15, HP of 50, attack of 57, defense of 42, agility of 32, luck of 4, movement of 6. His support ability is dodge, which is actually really effective, and kind of rare. I don't think we have too many other people with dodge. As far as magic resistance goes, he has no magic resistance to most, except for he has a little bit of magic resistance to wind and minuscule to darkness. He comes equipped with a foil, so he already has a rapier, plus he's got level 3 in it, so he's got Power Feint, Double Feint, and Dance Macabre. Excuse me. Which Dance Macabre is an instant kill. So we have that. And then if we can get him Eldar's Shiny Rapier, critical +5 special attack, and regen 3 HP, that's actually going to be really useful. So, like, compared to Eldar's attack is 71, defensive 52, and that's 10 more. So, yeah, they've got about the same stats, except much higher defense, or attack rather. Excuse me. So we're gonna do that. Like I said, I'll do that off screen because that's probably gonna take a couple of tries. And let's see, where would that would be here, wouldn't it? This is where the bar is. So we're going to come over here and see if we can get that. Alright, all of these people over here at the bar are mercenaries. You have a knight, an offensive caster, a defensive caster, and a gladiator. We're going to go... No. Town's front gate is now open and people can come and go as they please. And since aspia is now occupied, no one wants to visit Master Mallory. So, doesn't matter. My name is Karna. I'm a famous monk. You don't know me. If you didn't know me, now you do. Hiring me will cost you 1,000 gold coins. So, I forgot that in this version of the translation, they are named after... They call me Randolph. I'm a soldier. It's your lucky day because I'm giving a discount. How does 1,000 gold coins sound? So these are all these mercenaries are named after the heroes from Shining Force 2 that you could pick from Creed's Mansion. So this will be Tyrion, roaming mage. If you want to hire me, I want to see 1,200 gold. So having another offensive mage is slightly more expensive. For the son of a lord, you sure are a cheapskate. I'm Eric, an experienced knight. If you want to hire me, I'll lend you my services to your cause for 1,500 gold. Not... Again, are you saying the price is too high? If you want an excellent mercenary, I wouldn't think gold would be an object. No, gold's not an object, and you guys are actually very well priced. But I'm going to go for Karna to have a secondary healer for that group. And then there is one other thing that we should go after. We can start buying weapons now. Everything should be fixed here. So what I'm going to do is I think we can get the healing rain now from this young lady here. Heard you were going to battle in place of the Mallory army. Here, let me express my appreciation. Symbiotes received the healing rain. So he gave that to Dantares. It's not much, but it comes from the heart. Please accept it. Gladly. I will gladly accept your healing rain. Alright, so let's see what we can buy here before we end this episode. So, rapier, +5 critical, +3 counter, steel blade. So these are the best weapons you could buy that are not mithril. So as you can kind of see, they're all not really the best, and that's why you kind of want to make sure you pick the best weapons for your playstyle when you're making a mithril weapon. Let's see, wand. There's really nothing here that I would need that would be more benefit. So yeah, I'll go ahead and end this episode here, and then we are going to make findings weapons. I might power level a little bit more off screen. Probably not. Probably not. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next installment, where we will start the last couple of battles, because that's about where we're at. So, till then, later everyone.